Hello, hello, hello. This is Dane. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host. And please comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I really thank all of you guys to have helped me with this channel. And I encourage for everybody to comment and give me your stories and your views about certain topics. Now, guys, this is funny topic right now. Right now, I spoke with my friend. This is the kind of, she is a Filipina. She's been here about maybe, I would say good about 40 years. She was a little bit ahead of me and very good friend of mine. And married for 35 years with my good friend also who is an American. And they're nice people actually. And I interviewed her about her kind of life in the barrio when, you know, during those times about how many years back. So actually, the topic is about the barrio style of dating or maybe barrio style of life of a Filipina, so that you will know exactly what a Filipina is from the barrio and the way they date during that time. Well, this girl, you know, I'm not really sure. I think she graduated high school and, you know, they did not really belong to, you know, they had a hard life like ours, you know. But anyway, she is so funny. I just love her and her honesty. But we have different kinds of lifestyle really, because I was in the city, a little bit city. No, I was a town, and she is really in the real barrio where there's no electricity and there's no water, you know, running water. So, and she does not have very much there of any kind of social networking. All she has is maybe few friends, ladies friends. Anyway, she said to me, I said, what kind of style you have, like dating style, when you date somebody, and how do you pick up boyfriends? Because there's nobody there, you know. You know what the barrio is? It's just like you will see people from time to time, but sometimes they're in groups or sometimes they're kind of spread out and they're very far from each other. So there's not a lot of social networking there. And sometimes you would see boyfriends maybe or boys in another town and you have to cross rivers or mountains to see an opposite sex, you know. But anyhow, when she was in, maybe she graduated high school, the way she did it before, she said, whenever there's a fiesta in another barrio, this is funny, when they actually have to prepare themselves, okay? She said because she's so dark complected, you know, she's so dark complected, nobody really likes her very much, but she is a pretty girl when she was young, really. But anyway, they do not like to pick her because she is kind of dark complected. So the only way to do that is really she has to kind of fix herself to be attractive. And one time she said because they were poor, she said, so she did not have any shampoo and lotion, you know. And so to do that, because she's fixing to go to the other barrio to join the fiesta ballroom dancing, so she has to prepare by washing her hair with coconut milk, as well as the whole body with coconut oil and milk, you know. Then after that, she's so shiny already, as well as her hair is so dark and shiny. So anyway, when she reached the ballroom, okay, a boy came and danced with her, you know. And she was so happy because normally they do not even look at her. But that time, my goodness, somebody would dance with her, you know. Well, she went there dancing around. And then after that, the boy said to her, you smell like, you smell like somebody who owns hectares of coconut. I mean, she was about to die. A hectare of coconut because of the smell on her head. She was so full of coconut smell. Anyway, it cracked me up so hard, you know. Another story she had is sometimes they cross the river, you know, and they only walk with using flip-flops. So and decent clothes, you know. Anyway, So the way they do it, okay, they put their shoes basically, or they call it flip flops or step in. They put it on their head, you know, and making sure that their clothes is not gonna be wet. So they have to pull it up like that. Then when they reach there in the fiesta, their underwear is already wet. But who cares, you know? Who cares? It is so funny. But anyhow, and she said also sometimes when it's so dark and they're fixing to go out, they will have to have a torch made of coconut leaves, you know. They have to kind of twine it like that and make a torch out of it. They would have to go desperately to another barrio and have to walk by the miles. So I asked her another question. I said, my goodness, Ring, that is a barrio that is very quiet there and very boring. What are you gonna do to break the monotony of that the boredom? She said, sometimes she said, I go on top of the tree. You know that coconut wine? You have to actually go to the tree and you would harvest the coconut rum. You know, it's a kind of wine that they extract from the young coconut, something like young coconut. And they would have to slice it and let that sap go to a certain container. So what she did, when the owner of that coconut would leave, because normally during Sundays they have a cockfight somewhere. So when he leaves, there you go, my friend would go up there and would drink the coconut. Oh my gosh. I said, what can happen there if you're gonna be drunk? She will be there and just daydreaming and would just be singing away. And then it's time for them to get down. Holy cow. They have to actually go down, and the little brother of hers would have to kind of slide down there, and he would be full of scratches on his chest. Anyway, that I thought that was really, really funny. And I said, what kind of makeup do you use? They actually just use lipstick, you know. And one time when she was walking around, one of her step-ins, it has a little bit of heels in it. One of the heels just came off, but anyway, she had to remove the rest of the heels there to make it level out. And the men there usually use pomade, you know, the pomade, so that their hair would be very straight as well as very shiny. I remember those days when they looked like that. But otherwise, guys, I tell you what, dating in the barrio, you really have not a lot of chance to really choose the right man, because some of those boys are drunk and most of them are smoking a lot, you know. Even up to now, I can see those boys, they look good, but holy moly, those boys has nothing else to do because they're only making a little bit of money, and really they do not have anything to show off, but they look like they got jobs, you know. The only thing that they have in our barrio, in our place where we have our house, the skill they have is only doing motorcycle, and they will have to get some passengers from one point to another and get paid that way, and that's the only skill they have. Otherwise, when we have to get some carpenters, we actually have to get it outside our barangay, because nobody there knows about carpentry and everything. So when I was building my house before, I tried my best that they will be on the job training so that they can have skills. So that time when they work for me, I would like the experienced carpenter to give them a chance at least to develop their skills so that they can be paid a little bit more someday. But anyway, that's the life of a barrio, of a little Filipina, you know. But she eventually left the town, that barrio, and went to Manila and really just take her chances to have a better life. So she ended up a job like a maid or a waitress, something like that. But anyway, long story short, she got married to an American, and that is really a chance for her to make her life better. But I'll tell you what, the barrio style of courtship is so difficult. But anyway, I wish that you have enjoyed this topic, but I just want to share it with you so that you will understand what the life is in a barrio. You just have to kind of look at the ladies where they came from. When you marry them, they really do not know anything if you're gonna settle with somebody from the barrio, but they are very down to earth people, and nothing will stop them actually. So you don't like to mess with them, but they're such a good, they're good people, but you cannot expect a lot from them because they're not skillful workers, or they really do not know too much of anything, and they are basically very naive about life. But the only time that they will broaden their horizon is when they go out of that barrio and go to the cities and make a living there and get exposed to the real world. Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoy this topic. Maybe foreigners would understand a little bit more about their Filipinas sometimes, especially when you date somebody from the barrio. Thank you, guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.